What's it been like having so many different combinations on the offensive line, and then I guess secondly, you take pride in having played every snap?
Yeah, it's tough. When it comes to offensive line, you want to continue to build that camaraderie. So when you don't have the same five guys out there on the field the whole time, it gets tough. But the guys that have stepped in, I'll say, have done a heck of a job. Whether that be Calvin Anderson stepping in for Garrett Bowles or Graham Glasgow stepping in at center. Graham going to right guard, or Luke Wattenberg going into center against Nashville, and Cameron Fleming going in at right tackle. I mean, there's been a mixed bag of offensive line this year, and of course, I take pride in being able to be out there on the field, but it always sucks to see your boys go down, and it's our job as an offensive line to kind of make up for that for them and honor them out there on the field. So it's always tough to see your boys go down.
There was a report on NFL Network last night that Russell has lost part of the locker room. What would you say to that?
Oh, I'd say that's not true, man. It's funny, Troy, because I stay away from all that. I don't see any of that stuff anymore, and it's been great. But that's just hilarious, in my opinion. That's funny because I don't think it's true. I know it's not true. I know who Russell is. I respect him so much. I respect the way he integrates within our locker room, and I feel like all year he hasn't been able to catch a break. People just making up rumors about him, whether that be he's not a good teammate or he's lost the locker room apparently, or whatever the heck it is. And a lot of it's just so outlandish to me because I get to see him work every day. I get to see how much he cares about the guys in the locker room and the devotion he has to this game and the attitude he brings to practice every day and the attitude he brings to the football field. We may not be having a good season. We may be 3-8, but I respect the heck out of Russell Wilson and the way he's leading this football team amongst everything he's had to deal with this year. So,
all right, straight.
All right, Scravius. All right, that's great. That's my dog.
Latavius broke off that, I think it was a 52-yard run. How much of a relief is it just to see a big play like that?
Oh, it's great, man. You get to take that jog down the field. You get to just keep jogging, man. It's great. Whenever you block as an offensive line for the run game, you love to see those things bust, and that's something that we haven't done. So it was really, really great to see Latavius bust out that run down there in Carolina, but we got to finish that drive, and I don't want to be the guy that's always talking about that stuff, but great run, but we got to be able to finish. We got to put it in the end zone. But I love the guy to death. I'll block for him till the end of time, and he runs really, really hard, and he runs north to south, and it was great to see him do that.
Dalton, you guys talked a lot about in training camp beginning of the year wanted to be able to protect Russ. You've talked a little bit about the shuffling. When you view it in terms of the sack numbers and things like that, is it just a combination of a lot of factors that you think have led to that total being higher than you guys wanted it to be going into the year?
Yeah, it's always a combination of a lot of things, but we take that on us as an offensive line. We're not going to point fingers at anybody. One thing I can't stand is pointing fingers, so point the finger at me. I'd love to take ownership for that. I want to be better each and every game. I can be better each and every game, and we know that as an offensive line. We want to protect him. We don't want to keep him hit. Is that nearly possible in the NFL, to keep a quarterback from getting hit all year? Probably not, but that's our goal as an offensive line. That's what we get paid to do, is to keep this guy clean. So whether it be 1 second, quick release, getting it to the edge, or 7 seconds, scrambling around, making a play happen, we want to make sure that we protect for him. So, but as an offensive lineman, man, we take pride, and there's no excuses. There's no pointing fingers. We put that on us, and we're going to continue to try to be better and better each week and keep our guy clean.
As the offensive line and offense in general, what do you guys want to improve on these final 6 games?
We want to start winning football games. That's the biggest thing. We want to start putting our foot forward to help us win those football games, help us get in the end zone whenever we're in the red zone. Let's score touchdowns. Let's not settle for field goals. Let's not settle for 50, 60-yard field goals. Let's get them in better positions to do so. When we get the run play called, let's make sure we capitalize on it. Let's put faith in everybody on that sideline and faith in everybody on that field that we can run the ball. Let's not put ourselves in 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 3rd and long situations where we have to pass the ball and we're one-dimensional by the third quarter. So us as an offensive line, those are things we're focused on, man. We want to win football games. We want to get in the end zone. We want to score touchdowns. We want to pose our will in the run game. And if it does come to a position where we do have to pass the ball, we got to protect and keep them clean. Those are all very simple things. I'm sure you could have thought of those yourself, but football's a simple game, and we got to make sure we do the simple things right.
Okay, thanks, Dalton.
Thanks, guys. God bless.